Hello and welcome to another update video about Cardano. In this video, we're going to take a look at what's currently happening with the Cardano price and also the Bitcoin price, because as you know, Bitcoin is leading the market. At the moment, we can see that Cardano is dropping around 4% in the last 24 hours. And before we start and get into Bitcoin and Cardano, please smash the like button if you like this video. If you want to learn about technical analysis and the stuff that I talk about in this video to understand it more clearly, please check out my second channel. You can find a link in the description. On this channel, I teach completely for free every day a lesson on technical analysis, different chart patterns, trend analysis, trading tips, whatever, candlestick patterns, all that stuff. And that would be great. And please also comment, if you have any remarks, any suggestions or whatever, please put a comment in the comment section, because that helps this video and this channel immensely. And I'm overwhelmed. We've grown to nearly 10,000 subscribers in just about 3 months. That's absolutely crazy. Just shows that you guys like this stuff. So let's just start. I'd like to do something different today. We want to talk about Elliott Wave a little bit. And if you like that stuff and you want me to get into that in more detail in other videos, please let me know in the comments, because I've not talked about Elliott Wave Theory here on this channel before. If you're interested in that, let me know and I will dive into that in more detail in the future videos. But let's start with Bitcoin, what we do normally. So in my earlier video update today, I was saying that Bitcoin seemed to lose some momentum. I think I did say that when we were, I need to have a look actually, but it seemed, or was it yesterday I said that? I can't remember, but it was starting to lose momentum, and you can clearly see that now that we have lost further momentum, that we bounced off this again, this top level here at 48,500. I did say it's now likely that we might drop actually down to the 47,300 again, which we did. So we are trading in that channel now. Potentially we might now get up again from 47,300, because we've retested it now a few times. Might take another attempt to the 48,500. So we can see that we are in something like a broadening triangle now, and we had that before with Cardano. Looks like a bit like that, and something like a broadening triangle indicates always indecision. I think we've got something similar on the Cardano chart as well. Just shows increasing volatility, and this is just not very clear then in which direction we are going to break out. But as always, when you are trading, you should always wait for a breakout. That's how many amateur traders are losing money. They try to trade before the breakout, and that is then when they get caught out by the smart money, by people who understand the markets. So what we can currently see here also on the smaller scale, we can actually see something like a broadening triangle which goes that way. So there is a lot of indecision in the market. You can clearly see that. So we are having increasing volatility. Now we might, as I said, we might bounce back up again, and that could be then something like our another attempt to go up. Let's just assume we were to break to the upside, then we could have a target here of, let's go and take that to the upside. We could have a target of around 49,500, 49,600. So that'd be one scenario. Obviously we need to break above the 48,500. Should we now, unfortunately, I hope we don't, should we drop again below the 47,200, so that's the key level. As you remember, we were trading in this channel here before. You can see that here in this channel between 44,000 and 47,200. We finally broke above that, retested it. We're currently performing another retest, but should we drop down again, we might actually go all the way down to 44,000 again. So we want to avoid that. At the moment, it's looking for me rather more bullish, because we have secured our space above the 47,200. So what we can see here at the moment, what are we doing? As I said, broadening triangle. Can we see any other pattern clearly? Can't really make anything out. It just shows that we are currently making lower highs. Let me just go to the 4-hour chart. Sometimes it becomes a bit clearer there, but we can just see that this indecision, you can see it here. Quite a lot of a strong push to the upside. Then we can see 2 red candles, another strong push to the upside, engulfing candle actually, but a bit of a fake move up. So we bounced off that resistance line, and now we're on our way down again. Here we tried actually to break or nearly to get down to the 47,200 again. What you can see in the current candle is that there was quite a strong support by buyers. You can see that long candle, that long wick, or long shadow at the underside. So we just need to see what's going to happen. It's very unclear at the moment. My gut feel is that we will be trading sideways and then potentially go up. That's just a gut feel. That's just a guess. As you know, with trading, you always need to wait for the breakout. I gave you the key levels here. So let's go to Cardano, and here I'd really like to start to talk about Elliott Wave Theory. As I said, if you want me to talk about Elliott Wave Theory a little bit more, I will go into more detail in the future videos. I just wanted to give you an idea because a few people asked me about Elliott Wave and what I think about it. I've used Elliott Wave Theory for years in trading in the past. It has worked well for me. I think it's a very solid theory. And you can do quite a lot with it, and it is very helpful in trading. Just want to give you a bit of orientation where, in my opinion, we currently are on the Cardano chart. So we can see, as you know, if you don't know what Elliott theory is, it's basically a theory that says there are 5 waves, that complete a cycle, and these 5 waves, each of these waves can be divided again in another 5 waves, and you can go, smaller and smaller scale. And basically, if you are in an uptrend, for example, there will be 3 waves in that direction and 2 waves that go against that direction. So waves 1, 3, and 5 go into that direction of the trend, and then the waves 2 and 4 are corrective waves. So where are we at the moment? We have seen, this is basically the all-time chart here, and we have seen the wave 1. The main, the long-term wave 1 we've seen here on the in December 2017. Then we've seen wave 2 completion down here. Then we are currently in wave 3. Yeah, and this is wave 3. So in wave 3, what have we seen here? Wave 3, we've seen subwaves. So we've seen in wave 3 that first peak of the third wave. Then we've seen subwave 2 of the third wave. This was subwave 3 of the third wave. And now we are waiting for another correction, which is the 4th wave of wave 3. And then we will see the last wave of wave 3 to the upside. And after that, wave 3 is completed, and the longer term correction, which would be the main wave 4, is coming. So at the moment, this tells me that there is potentially another correction coming, which would be of the main wave 3 on long-term scale, that 4th wave, because we've seen the 3rd wave of wave 3 already. This was the first one. This was the second one, which is the counter, against the trend wave. And this here was the 3rd one. So wave 4 is now coming, or we are currently in that wave 4, where we see a move to the downside, and then wave 5 is going to the upside. And my personal goal or target for that wave 5 is $4.50 at least. And I did say that in previous videos, pretty much since I've started this channel. Now, and for that subwave 4 here of the 3rd wave, what is likely? Now, it's normally likely to go down to a level between the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level and the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level. And where are these levels? And we can take a look. I'm going to zoom in. We can see that the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level lies at around $2.07, and the 0.618 is at about 183. This is on the daily chart, and it's not 100% exact. Just need to move that a little bit further down. So that should be more accurate. And we can already see that we've already touched the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level here in that move down. We haven't really gone through, and we haven't come close to the 0.618. So I think we will get to somewhere potentially in that 4th wave retracement of the 3rd main wave. We might go down here into that range. Now that's all based on Elliott Wave theory. It doesn't necessarily mean that I believe that or so, but this is purely based on what my experience tells me and what basically happens in corrective waves that are based on in corrective waves as per the Elliott Wave Theory. So we haven't really seen that, and now you could say that was already the bottom of the fourth wave correction, but since then we haven't really seen an impulse forming, so it's pretty much of a sideways move. So we could see another move down, in my opinion, and then we could bounce off. Potentially we go back to that somewhere around the $2 level, or down to $1.80. I think that's pretty much like I mean, I talked about the $2 level as my worst case, didn't really focus too much on Elliott Wave, but I think as per that we could actually go down to something around 182, and from then on we could start that last move to the upside of the third main wave. And again, for that my target is around at least $4.50, and after that is then potentially when the so-called crypto winter could begin, because that is then on the main scale. That will then be the fourth wave, the fourth corrective wave, on a main, on a major point of view, where you have 1 here, 2 down here, 3 is that whole thing here, yeah, and we haven't seen the last part of wave 3, where we'll go up further here. Well, after that you will have at the beginning of the main wave, of the main wave 4, which will then go further down, and will be potentially that crypto winter. So that's just based on Elliott Wave. If you want me to dig into more detail, explain that a little bit better, and potentially also go into subwaves and talk a little bit more about that, then let me know in the comments. If you don't, then that's fine. I won't mention it again. So let's see where we are at the moment. We are still trading on a daily here in this descending triangle. We haven't managed to break to the upside, and I mean, I've just mentioned the Elliott Wave Theory, and that we potentially could, based on that, drop further down again, because we haven't really seen that final impulse that we actually need to get to complete that third main wave. Let's go down to the hourly chart and just have another look of where we are at the moment. I think things haven't really changed. So what is still a potential risk is that we form this shoulder. Yeah, so I'm gonna zoom in a little bit and make it a bit more. Yeah, so we've got still that shoulder here, the head and the shoulder forming. I did say if we break down to, or if we go back down to 230, 235, we have that head and shoulders completed, and the neckline is pretty much here, and it might also be at 230 here. It's a bit hard to see. It's not a very clear neckline. I think it might actually be more at 230, that neckline. So I think if we go down to 230 and break below that, then we have a target of $2. And again, that could be that completion then of the fourth wave down that I just mentioned. And from then on, we could start to the upside. And that risk, well, maybe we need that. Maybe we should actually be looking forward to that, because I feel until we go really a little bit further down, we might need that to really build that momentum again to move to the upside. And if that happens quickly, that could really allow some nice gains before the Cardano summit. On the other hand, if we break above 246, at the moment at least, it's going further down, as the further we move into the apex of that descending triangle. So at the moment it's around 246. If we break above that, then we could get once more. We did that here, we tried that, get above the 255 level, and if we manage to do that, 280 is our next target. So at the moment, I wouldn't do anything if in terms of trading. I would wait what's happening. So if we break down, my next entry would be, if I was trading, or I will certainly buy more, I would probably then buy more at $2 if I see it slowing down, but it could also go down to 180. I just said that. That's the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level, 180. And I think from then, if we see a nice impulse to the upside, that could then be that main wave that leads us back to the $4.50 level that I actually mentioned since the beginning of this YouTube channel. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know if you want to see more of that content about Elliott Wave Theory and Cardano. Maybe not, maybe yes. Again, if you want to learn more about technical analysis, check my second channel out. Hope that video was useful. If you liked it, please smash the like button and see you in the next video. Bye bye.